Welcome to Crash's Camp for Remote Learning, Module 4, which will be in 2 parts. I'm Suzanne Speyer from the Learning Center. Stop for a minute and think about your favorite sports team, which for me is any team that LeBron is currently playing on. What is the one common ingredient they all have? A strategy to win. The strategy may not always work, and when it doesn't, they usually huddle up and tweak their plan and keep moving toward their goal, which is, of course, to be successful. Let's look at some strategies you can apply that will help position you to be successful learning remotely. In college, you may not know this, but it's important to realize that remote classes assume that you are a self-motivated student who will take responsibility for your own learning experience. Some students worry, though, that they don't have what it takes to be successful in an online class. A good strategy, then, is to get to know the resources available to you to help you along the way so that if you get stuck, you know where to turn. At Lakeland, in addition to the tutors and student success navigators we have available in the Learning Center, having immediate resources at your fingertips can be a lifesaver, whether you need help with procrastination solutions at 3 a.m. or just some quick tips on test taking. I recommend that you bookmark these 2 websites, which you can access any time of the day or night for tips and tools to help you study smarter, be more productive, read better, and ace your tests as you learn remotely. Next, let's talk about having a healthy mindset. Beginning or shifting to remote learning can be tough, so now is a perfect time to think about having a healthy mindset. A healthy mindset is a growth mindset, which means you believe in your ability to grow intellectually and are willing to power through and make necessary adjustments to manage challenges along your academic journey. Here's a quick comparison to show you the difference between a healthy growth mindset and one that's fixed or locked in. So you can see on the left that a person with a healthy mindset or a growth mindset, if they mess up, they usually pick up the pieces and move on, hopefully learning from it. They tend to embrace challenges, appreciate feedback, and they don't let failure define them. Whereas someone who has a fixed mindset tends to be more victim-like. They shy away from challenges, feel defensive when they're given criticism or feedback, and give up easily. So you can see how having a more positive and self-forgiving mindset will help you be more resilient as you face challenges that result from common mental blocks students have, such as procrastination, negative self-talk, and motivation problems. For every block a student encounters, there is a solution, and we're here to help you so you don't get stuck. Lastly, I want to talk about having a strategy for communicating. We want you to do it early and often. Learning remotely can feel isolating since communication and actually communication with others isn't built into the rhythm of your day. So it helps to be intentional about communicating with your instructors and your classmates. Some things that you can do to help that along are be sure to check your email and course announcements and updates routinely. Also, don't be afraid to be the first student to reach out. Other students may want to connect, but may be reluctant to take those first steps. Plan time to ask questions prior to due dates if you have them. And keep in mind that since remote learning usually requires you to write to your professor or classmates, you want to be considerate of your word choice and tone in the email or whatever discussion board that you're writing in, since you won't have the usual nonverbal cues to aid your communication. And lastly, just be mindful that everyone's schedule is different and you may not be able to they may not be able to respond to your questions or emails right away. So just be a little bit patient. All right, that's it for the first part of Module 4. I hope to see you in a minute or so, and we'll talk about getting organized and structuring your day.